on now.
You haven't.
What is up, window lickers and paste eaters?
No. Yeah.
Been a while since we used those. Cat in the house, Terry A in the house. Cat was
Hello.
first. What's up, Russell? How you doing tonight, brother? So,
Yeah. How are you?
I am miserable with this shoulder. It is killing me today. But Julie Dorn in the house. What's up, Julie?
It hurt him more today than
Today's
normal.
been a bitch. But I go see the orthopedic Monday. So hopefully we can figure out what the hell's doing this. Ed, hey man, your poster's finally on its way. Sorry, but it is on its way now. Oh shit, Matt. Sorry, what's up, dude? We got Jason and Reese and Redneck Pittman. What's going on, y'all?
Were you out in the Great Lakes? You're from the Great Lakes.
Who's
Reliance.
Yeah.
Oh, Michigan.
Okay. Michigan.
That you probably didn't even read. Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, I think that was on there from the beginning. It said hello, Michigan. Hello from Michigan.
I didn't read it.
Yeah. She knows.
I don't like it.
It's like when I speak to her, the information is right there for her to see for herself, but she won't. It's like when I talk to her, she doesn't hear what I say. I'll say something to her, and then she will ask me a question about the exact thing I just told her. And the answer is the same thing I just told her.
It takes my brain
I'm like,
a minute.
do you even hear me when I talk?
No,
No,
she has no comprehension. I lack that. It takes me a minute. I'm blind, really blind.
The other day, she's saying something like that, and she's like, I'm blind. I'm dumb. I'm like, stop being redundant. Julie, yes, I've done 2 rounds of acupuncture. I'll be getting another one too.
He said he was going to come here today. You just had
my acupuncture. She's like, I'll be over today. I'm like, no, you won't. Not today.
We have to talk about that.
Yeah. But he's a great dude.
Yes.
He's an awesome guy.
Yeah.
He does a really good job. I love him to death. Plus, he's one of us,
Oh, yeah.
And that means a lot.
He uses the range when he comes.
No, Ed went to Geneva on the lake.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ezra's in the house. What's up, Ezra?
I didn't see
Greg Daniels is here.
Oh, that's
Dirty
neat.
South.
That's neat.
Great commercial from Mr. Faulkner last night. So, yeah, we're going to be in studio with them probably next week. We're going to try to do it this week, but we couldn't work that out. So, probably next week, we're going to go be in studio at Firearms Depot. We're going to do a live from there.
Yeah, we're supposed
That'll
to
be
more,
fun. Yeah, I gotta talk to him again. So, Charlotte Robertson is here. What up, Jim Anderson? Damn, all the gangs all here. Mark McGrath. Holy shit, where you been lately, dude? Oh, Rachel, I believe in acupuncture. I will get more of that done. I had the cupping done too. But the last round of cupping, it was a little extreme.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I'm still recovering from those.
Yeah, he's got some marks for sure.
Well, Christy, thank you. I'm glad you like the shirt. And yeah, I know. Well, I did buy you a beer, so.
You did. You did.
5 minutes last Thursday. Oh, that's all right, Patrick. No worries, man. Brian from Buffalo. I don't know how you guys live up there, man. It cured my migraines. Love the cupping. I keep marks for days. Yeah, but he left some on a little long, I think, and because he actually pulled blisters on most of them. So I look like a spotted something at the moment. It's pretty spooky, and but it really gives it does give relief to this. I mean, after he does it, nothing's hurting,
right?
And the numbness isn't as bad. But it starts to come back within 24 hours. It's kind of back. So
right.
But I keep have him come over and do it because it's awesome. He's got a massage chair I sit in when he does, and it's fucking amazing.
What can I get acupuncture for? I'm not in pain. What else is it good for?
It's for all kinds of shit. Reese, awesome. Glad you're liking the podcast, man. Last night's was really cool. Having Joe Dolio on, Mr. Tactical Wisdom himself. So next week will be Walt Browning from Charlie's Requiem, and we have Duke Fontaine on deck too. We don't have dates yet, but we're getting him set up. And one day we're going to have Duke Fontaine on the show. Now you won't be able to see him;
Right, yeah.
you'll just be able to hear him.
Right.
Because he can't put his face out there that he's reading my books, or Hollywood will blackball him. So he's got to do it incognito.
It's true.
And he's a liberal, so you guys can give him hell. Because I'm going to be reading questions, comments to him and stuff, and put them on the screen and all. So this is going to be more for you guys to interact with him than anything, because it's the first time y'all ever heard from him. So I think it's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
So we asked him, he said, yeah. So
yeah, that'll be neat.
Chris, I hope it's not a disc too, man. Long time watching from the woods. This is my friend Pete Robertucci. How you doing, my friend? So you're up in Wisconsin right now?
At his cabin.
At the cabin in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, penicillin works in those spots. Well, we were talking about chlamydia on the podcast yesterday.
Penicillin work for that?
Yeah, it's one of the ones you can use. Last night was awesome USMC. I'm glad you preached that. Semper Fi, brother. Take the nasty prednisone. Yeah, I know, Chrissy. I got it. It's in the safe out there. I should just go get it. Prednisone steroid.
I know.
I have it.
I know. You've offered them to other people.
Yeah, I gave some. Well, no, I didn't give none to nobody. Jesus, woman. I got cupped right before vacation. Everyone at the pool gave me a wide berth, many confused stares. So I bet, dude. Walking around looking like a spotted hyena.
Oh, yeah. The bruising is just.
Latest thoughts on inflation and food storage. Well, we don't have bad inflation, because when you take all the things that people must buy on a daily basis to live out of the inflation equation, there really isn't inflation.
Yeah,
but they keep taking all that. Now food isn't even in inflation index no more. So, they've taken all the key factors out so they can skew the numbers. And that way, dumbasses like Kamala can stand up there and be like, wages are up and inflation is down, because they keep jerry-rigging how they're counting.
Right.
So, and that goes right back to the food shortages with the prices, the same thing. Food's going up, packages are getting smaller for more money, but there's no inflation. Mm-hmm. And it's only going to get worse. It's not going to get better. We're adding $5.3 billion a day, I think, to our debt. And that is projected over the next decade. So for the next 10 years, we're going to add $5.3 billion a day to the national debt.
And we're already trillions in debt.
So it's retarded.
Well,
and yes, Kat, that is an Asian thing. Yeah, and the Hmong would. I'm sure they did it too. They use the fire method probably.
When they print money, does it take away from the dollar?
Well, yeah. Dude, I'd pay money just to hear him talk. We're gonna have a good time. He's a good dude. He's a liberal. Like I said, he's a liberal, and we've had discussions on stuff, and he's cool as shit. I mean, he's one of those guys that you can actually talk to. He's not a retarded one, and he's a fun guy to talk to. You guys will enjoy it.
Hey, Zachary.
Yeah, what's up, Zachary? He feed Joseph crayons. I think he had his own. It looked like a fry container. He was just eating them like French fries. I get to meet Tactical next weekend. There's a get together in my town. Apparently, he's real cool. Awesome, Patrick. That's cool, man. Go hang out with Joe. He's badass, man. Let me run down through here. I'm a little high in comments. I get asked, who hurt you? Rachel, yeah. Who hurt you? It's a safe space. You can tell us.
I was abducted, but they brought me back.
Pete, leave it to Pete. Not the same thing, Pete. Not the same thing. That costs extra. Build back better. Bidenomics. Give me a break. You mean shits and giggles?
God, I hate that word.
What?
Bidenomics.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking hate it.
It's a fucking joke.
Of our fucking lives.
Getting sick of all these New York crappy gov and regulations. New gun laws come into effect. All ammo is required at FBI background check in September. Oh, my God. Ryan, move to the gunshine state of Florida. Come down and get your Florida man on.
They call it the gun sign.
Yeah, we call it the gunshine state for a fucking reason. Yeah. Yeah, because that's right. When you control the numbers, you control inflation. It ain't bad. If you go by the old calculations, we're somewhere moving up to 30% inflation. Yes, that's more accurate. Thoughts in the ratings on the banks? Consequences? Well, they're downgrading U.S. banks, guys. I mean, that speaks volumes for itself. It's never happened before, like it's happening now.
Right.
So we're in all these things that we've never seen before, and the shit that's never happened before. So that, pretty much means uncharted territory, but we all know where this goes. So it's not going anywhere good.
We're going to 2008 and beyond.
Yeah.
It's going to get even worse.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it'll probably get better someday.
Kelly Mercer, what up, brother? Almost choked to death. Point to a place on the gun where they touched you wrong. What's up, Will? Oh my God.
That's funny.
I know, guys. Everybody says shit like, move to Florida or move out of that state, but
Can I see that again?
which one?
The one we were just laughing at.
Point to the place on the gun where they touched you wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. Patrick says they got those Build Back Better signs all over here on construction sites. They keep getting vandalized and stolen. They're telling the companies working at the sites that they are responsible for protecting the signs and could lose types of funding. Remind me of a picture of Stalin on. Well, and I saw something on Twitter today. Some dude, I guess the feds came out to his property and put up like game cameras. Didn't tell him. He don't know they are, but apparently if you take these cameras down, they'll come and they charge you with fucking with government property. Even though it's on your property, they never asked permission or nothing.
Where is this?
Somewhere out west, and there was just a tweet about it, and then there was a long thread, which I didn't get to read the whole thing, but that seems pretty fucked up.
I'd be shooting those out.
I would just, I'd grab it, put it in a Faraday bag, and get rid of the motherfucker. I live in New York as well. They're also adding another $2.50 for the purchase. Jesus, yeah. Yeah, FBI background check. So they're going to have to run up like a 4473 on you, essentially. Let's see. What do I think will be the tipping point? It's going to have to be really fucking bad, to be honest with you, because most people, especially folks on the right, simply aren't going to get involved until their normal life is directly affected. And by that, I mean they can no longer live their normal life. Something's happened, be that economic collapse, food prices so bad that you can't afford to get it no more, shortages. Hungry people are what start revolutions. Fat, happy, content, lazy people don't start revolutions. So when their lives are directly impacted, that's when it'll happen, and not before. Now, the left is trying hard to start this. We're hearing them use the term civil war a lot right now, and they're talking about it, and they're all for a draft all of a sudden. The left wants a fucking draft. Because they think someone else is going to fight their war against the right for them. They don't understand that it's not how it's going to work. It's going to be a zero-sum game. There'll be no quarter. It's for all the fucking marbles when this thing kicks off. But they're trying to start it, but they're trying to start it by doing things that are so extreme to try to get someone on the right to be the first one to pull the trigger.
I bet if they do a draft, it's to get
right-wing people,
men,
indoctrinated into the new military, which is bullshit.
Yeah, and all the left kids will sit out.
Exactly. Best shit hit the fan remedy for hemorrhoids.
I know. I wrote that down. I'm like, we need to look that up.
We're gonna look that up. No, yeah, she actually did write it on her notepad.
Not that I have hemorrhoids or anybody I know. We don't have them.
I don't have that problem.
In the end,
that
would be.
It might be a good trade commodity, a good barter item for certain people.
Yes.
Be like, well, how bad does your ass hurt? Because I can fix it. What do you got? Tanner Austin for getting a friend hooked. That's you guys keep spreading the cult. My new employer has a med spa. I'm gonna get built back better. Christy. Holy shit.
I mean,
America's credit score was downgraded when Obama was in office and again when Brandon was in office, but Trump was the most corrupt president. And they're also doing all this shit to prosecute Trump over election interference, because that's essentially what this boils down to, while the very prosecutions of him and the way they're being conducted specifically are election interference.
Yeah.
But he's getting prosecuted for it.
They're doing every fucking thing
Yeah.
that they're charging him with. Is that man work?
Huh? No,
No.
don't.
No.
It's dead.
Let's throw it away.
It's dead. I need a fuck Joe Biden flag for my job site. Hell yeah.
An AA flag for Fallout.
All right, well, let me find where I can get those made, and I'll get one done, man.
Yeah.
Because I got to have mine redone, actually, because mine's done as a banner, not a flag. I need the grommets on the ends, not on the top.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have another one. So I'm gonna order some anyway.
Okay.
Will, I'll get with you, dude.
We'll do that tomorrow.
Feds have been doing the cam thing for a while. There are cases all over the country. People are getting in trouble for vandalizing them or removing them. Government property. Yeah, that's so you saw it too, Patrick. All right. I would claim I never knew anything about it. You know, come up from behind it. Got to do that, and then pull a Faraday bag over that motherfucker, and then you can take it down and do whatever you want with it.
Who's raising money? They should.
I don't know.
Take it out. Get it from the government.
Okay. All right. And I guess Russ said that a bunch of people are wanting flags, so I'll get a price. You know, we'll get some ordered. I'm quickly approaching that point. I simply can't afford to live here anymore. Everything is too expensive. Yep. I feel for you, Will. Damn. There's Ma in the house. Just saw you, Ma. I'm way behind the comments. I will be fighting Depends and flip-flops. Tactical flip-flops? Let me see. Fat Lazy Content. You've been looking at my window. Right. Oh, shit. What'd that say?
When were you talking about tactical spooning as a thing?
We were talking about it on the show last night on the podcast. Any experience with Pulsar Helion 2 thermal monocular? No, but I know that the Helion 2 is a good one because I was recently looking at them. So I do know that's a decent optic for sure. The only thing I have right now is I've got a FLIR Breach, and that's the only thermal. Well, no, I have the little cheap ass. Shit, I just forgot the name of the fucking company that makes it. They make optics, make scopes, more known for hunting than tactical shit.
Did you fix mine? Oh my god.
Fix your optic? No, I got to put a battery in that. We'll go out on the range tomorrow because we're going to shoot tomorrow.
Yeah, every day I've been wanting to shoot. I just want to shoot pistols I carry and my carbine, which is getting ready to go in my truck.
My nephew is in the Second Special Forces in the Army and is in Africa right now. Ooh, not a good place to be. A few weeks ago, they yanked them all up to the middle of the night, and they had to rush out of the place they were staying to go to a new place. He's stationed in the school, or however you spell it, in a shoal. Oh, okay. Say it's insane, and they are kept pulling up and moving to different places. Says it's getting really heavy and expects it to get real bad soon. Oh, it's going to get very bad. Very bad.
He needs to get out of there.
Yeah. Well, he's SF. He's there because there was, there were some guys killed there. I think it was last year. There were some Green Berets ambushed and killed. Can't remember the name. It's the something ambush, begins with a T, and we lost some Green Berets there. So that place is about to get really hot, and Africa's picking sides right now. So you've got the coalition that's getting together. And then you've got a few states that are back in Niger as well. So it'll be like Africa in the 80s again for a little while. Everybody's shooting at everybody. And in South Africa is a whole other critter.
We've been watching videos
just fucking
all
going
day
to
long about South Africa. How bad it's getting.
They had 3 years to get Trump, but wait until he was running again for charging with 17 crimes. Oh, yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
They don't want him. He can't go to be in office. They're fucking terrified.
Yeah, they're scared to death of him.
Drain the swamp. This time, hopefully.
Will, I'm using a DEW. What the fuck is that? I don't even know what that is. Tell me what it is, Will, and we'll talk about it. I'm starting a new training company geared toward the left. Brokeback Tactics. Brokeback Tactics.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, David Vivek.
We're gays.
I don't know. I mean, the guy talks good, but he's worse off than Trump as far as not being part of the establishment. And so the media is not going to give him any traction. The Trump crowd's not going to give him any attention. The Trump crowd they're staying loyal to their guy. And, right now, polls that came out today show him winning the GOP primary handily and even winning the general at the moment. So, Trump's like, the rest of you guys just need to quit and go home. I like what he has to say, but I'm not 100% sold on him. He's a little weak on firearms, in my opinion. 2A is not strong with him. So, as strong as I would like. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I simply have too much to lose to let him back in office. They will do their best to lie, cheat, steal. And if they have to, they'll kill. Yep. Yeah, they'll kill. Absolutely. I believe that. Directed energy weapon. I doubt it. But, fuck, anything's possible, Will. So part of the problem with this whole Maui fire thing is the local authorities really fucked up in their handling of it. So, like, the local water authority, they were requests sent to them to release more water to the residents so they could fight the fires. And they refused to release the water until the fire had already burned everything down. Then they released the water.
They said no. I mean,
so
that's a lawsuit. I would fucking sue them.
There's a whole lot of. There's our boy John. What's up, brother? Alpha Charlie Concepts. So there's talk. Not in Hawaiian government, of course, but in the public, saying that these people need to be arrested and charged with manslaughter for failing to protect the citizens. Or even standing in their way so they couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know how the fires in Maui started. I don't know. I know there's a lot of weird shit going on. Like the book. Have you guys seen the book about the wildfires in Maui? The fires burned from the Chronicles from the 8th to the 11th, but the book was published on the 10th. And knowing how Amazon works, if it went live on the 10th, it had to be uploaded on the fucking 9th.
It's probably AI generated.
But yeah, how do you have a book that chronicles a fire that happens over 4 days and yet it's published in the middle of that fire? Yeah. Like, that's some hinky shit. So there's a lot of problems with this, and it's just a sad statement of affairs that anything that fucking happens, we have to look at with suspicion and be like, something's not right here.
Did somebody know how they were going to set these fires? And
I don't know. That's prep secrets. That's a good one, Sean. I like that. Let me see. Not only was the water department woke in Hawaii, yes, they were. The guy that was head of disasters in Hawaii was a liberal arts major and friend of the mayor and didn't set off alarms or do any of the stuff he was supposed to. Imagine fucking that. Nepotism at its finest.
Because he was paid not to?
No, because he didn't know how to do his job. He was given it because he knew somebody. That's why. Yes, Greg, I was on a couple of episodes of season 1 of Alone. That pack of wolves wanted my camp worse than I did, and I let them fucking have it. So, and I'm not embarrassed to say it. You guys can kiss my ass if you say I just stayed right there. No,
if it was bears, we'd all be like, because you
me and bears. Yeah, I have a lot of bear interactions.
But it's dogs and you and dogs.
And me and dogs just we're not always cool, and dogs that'll fucking eat you. I don't hang out with them. It's all because of Richmond, north of Richmond. Yeah, Nate, you nailed it, brother. Why use an energy weapon to start a fire when it's way easier to use a person? Yeah. What'd you say?
Yeah.
You were saying something. So.
About what I read about Christopher Anthony, who wrote the song.
Oh, yeah.
But Will posted it. So.
Comrade, the motherland does not like you speaking the truth. Please prepare for a short stay at the re-education assimilation facility. Thank you for your cooperation.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's about it.
Let's see here.
Can't get there. Can't let it get there.
Anyone else not getting all the live chat? Are we having issues tonight? Ed's watching on YouTube, so I'm an idea guy. I'm an idea guy. Holy shit. Yeah, I was on the first episode and the second one. I know for sure, Brian.
I thought the first 3, but
it might have been 3. It might have been. I don't remember. I don't really give a shit. Happened a long time ago. I would have stayed with the Wolves, and also would have been a good. Well, no, by the time they got there, the Wolves were long fucking gone. Because I made a call on the sat phone It was dark. I don't know what time it was. It was fucking pitch ass dark. And finally got a call out, but it took them 14 fucking hours to get there.
He's like, y'all can leave now.
I'm like, I'm cool. Yeah.
They would have come back.
They would have come back.
You know, anyway.
They were there. They were like, what's this lump of shit over here? It smells interesting.
Hey, Kim.
Kim Piner in the house. Later,
Really?
Kelly. My morale patches. I'm here to fuck shit up. Well, thank you for checking, Kim. Appreciate that.
That's funny. We got patches going right now for Patreon, right?
We got patches being done, yeah.
Being made.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, climate change bullshit. They love to toss that one out there for every fucking thing. Oh my God. What was the joke from the podcast? What joke? I don't remember a joke. It's working better on Facebook, he said. Okay. All right. But yeah, we had a good time last night, and then we hung out at the on the rocks and Patreon over there for a little while. And that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
So those dudes are a hoot. If you come to Mountain Readiness, Sue will be there. Sue LaRue will be there giving a tracking class. And so that's who we'll be taking that class from.
Me and Christy and her son Jackson are taking
Yep. And he's Kim Piner. Oh, douche. That one. So this is a little thing that Sue likes to say. I've heard it out of him before. And it's that in Arabic, the word for bath is douche. Yeah. And that in Russian, the word for bath is douche. And it's also douche in a few other languages. And the point he makes is that none of these peoples ever took baths until Napoleon ran over them, because they all used the French word for bath, douche. And so, it took them being conquered by Napoleon to learn how to take a bath. From the book about radios. I don't remember a joke about radios. Yeah, Jim, we're on a bunch of platforms, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cody, the problem with conspiracies is they keep fucking coming true.
All of them. Just all of them. Pretty much.
Yeah, just all of them. Just pretty much all of them. And we do have free ham testing at Mountain Readiness. I think we're doing one on Thursday. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I mean, they're doing a private
one for all right. So our guys, if you're there, we're gonna do a test on Thursday, and then we're doing it on Saturday too.
That way we don't have to be crammed in with a whole bunch of
Patrick, thank you for watching it on all the platforms. That really helps the numbers.
Great idea.
Yeah. Mel's taking Sue's tracking class so she can go track her possum down. That's what Russ said.
No, I'm not allowed to have an animal for a decade, he said. For a fucking decade. He's like, I have PTSD. He's like, no more animals, no more animals.
I'm like, look, if it's got a fucking pulse, you can't bring it home. Like, I'm spent.
I've probably brought home 60 animals.
Oh,
over
fuck, more than that. We've been married for 30 fucking years.
Maybe 40.
3 years 40. Almost. Yeah. No, you're going the wrong way. What do you mean? You're backing up. No. No.
I did use the call looking for him.
Yes, Brian, is exactly what I'm saying. What classes are you taking so I can tell Zach? I got to look. I haven't even really looked at the whole schedule yet.
Yeah, I don't know about any other classes.
We're working on some other shit
right now.
We're working on other shit with T for the back end of stuff. So I haven't even looked at them. And, I got to spend a lot of the time over in my booth because there are going to be people showing up there too. But I'm definitely going to go out and hang out with Sue and, listen to, I think Emery's giving a talk. I'm trying to get Alan Kay back there again.
Oh, nice.
As I've been saying for years, yesterday's conspiracy theory is today's reality. Amen, John.
I need that t-shirt.
Okay. I'm all out of audiobooks. I've resorted to the romance smut novels my wife reads. Really excited about book 12. Well, I think...
What are you learning?
Yeah, I think Lights Out is going to be done in audio. It's looking that way, I believe. So.
Oh, yeah, you hooked them up with him.
Yeah.
You get a fucking commission.
No, I don't get nothing out of that. I'm just helping him out. I'm just helping David. That's all.
Well, you hook up a lot of people.
Well, I do. Well,
Start...
no, I don't need to make money off of them. I'm happy that they're making
Not
money.
off them. I meant off the company.
Oh, the publisher. They should throw me a bone, and I might kick them in the nuts and suggest that.
Off the company. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Theories move to facts in an hour now. Yes, Yankee Watchdog. You're absolutely right. I think it's funny they blame colonialism for destroying Hawaii and leaving it open to the fires when in reality the people that settled on the land are the ones that cultivated it and changed it up before we got there. Well, there is that. There is that. Fred, you're gonna be in the area for a couple of weeks.
What area? Orlando?
Yeah, like what area?
Lake County.
Or Lake County.
It's Lake County. Might be a couple places that are from the books.
Yeah. Well, I know that they're trying to get in touch with them, but we'll see.
Get in touch with who?
Chris Oliver.
Oh yeah.
Or Christopher, I guess it is.
His name, I think his name is Chris Anthony.
Chris Anthony, was it?
Yeah, his last name.
Oh, Anthony. Oliver.
He goes
Chris
by
Anthony.
Oliver because it was
right. His grandfather's name. That's where I got confused. So Christy's taking the TAM test. She's taking the tracking class, herbal medicine, and trying to squeeze in edibles.
Nice. I'll look at it tomorrow. Yeah. Is Jackson taking his ham? Why isn't he taking his ham?
In a related story, I figured out why I don't meet my wife's expectations. Nick says, I'm doing a workshop on planning, doing your hazard preparedness assessment, comms planning, and DMR radio programming. So those are some other class options from the awesome Nick Meacher. Craven and authors are great as well. Oh, Boyd Craven? Yeah, Craven. Boyd's fucking nuts is what Boyd is.
He's fun.
Between
me and Stephanie drank with him one night. He was
between the conspiracy theories and the Simpsons, you can almost see the future.
That's true.
There's
we should be watching The Simpsons. We should fucking
be
watching. Why aren't we? I'm gonna set it up to watch.
Oh shit, Susan, having predator problems. Well, there's a cure for that.
We've started watching them a year ago or so. The Simpsons. We started at the beginning and started watching them, but I don't know how many seasons.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
3 seasons.
Mutual assistance groups. All right. Well, that was another question. I forgot the other. What are my thoughts on you? Everybody needs a group like that. I mean, you don't need to hang a title on it, but it's really your tribe. The people that you interact with frequently, that you train with, that you actually do things because that's what makes it work is getting together and actually doing the things. So, but everybody should have one.
Mm-hmm. You can interact with people.
G-Man, yes, I live in Florida. I live in Umatilla, man. I'm right here in Lake County, brother.
Yeah.
And in your area of Florida, play with the big snakes. I like the Everglades. Oh, yes. Yeah, Steve. We're gonna be going python hunting, actually. Me and Mel are gonna go down there. We're gonna film it when we do it, but we need to call them and set that up. We need to go down there and go python hunting.
Oh, I didn't know that was
from West Palm, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they said, let us know when you want to do it. We'll take you down there. So we can do that. Lights on paperback, but don't have time to read it
tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll just holler at them and we'll go down and we'll set it up. We'll go down and take the airboats out and we'll take drones because you hunt them with drones now. That's the best part.
Yeah.
And I got 2 drones. We'll take the drones, take some fucking bang sticks, and we'll go kill some snakes.
Can you kill them with a machete?
I wouldn't try to.
They're pretty big.
Oh yeah, it'd be like that. Like chopping through a log. Just shoot the damn thing.
I want both options though.
I'm so glad I'm not in Florida right now. Dear God, it is hotter than hell down here at the moment.
I haven't noticed the heat. I don't know why. I mean, well,
you don't go outside.
No, actually, the heat does affect me a little bit more.
Shit hit the fan, Hunter. The Appalachia stand flag, I believe you can get over on brushbeater.store. And check that out if you guys are in the market for radio equipment. You want to just check out some different shit and lots of cool kit. I've got a thing I'm getting from him that'll be going out to my patrons, and it's an analog rangefinder. It's just a little card that you can use on like a fence post or a man, and you can range it. And it also has map tools and some other cool shit on it. So go check that out, brushbeater.store. I'm pretty sure you can get that flag from him.
He got it from Walt Browning. He
Well,
brought it from
yeah,
Brush Beater.
Yeah, Brush Beater.
Yeah.
Walt was up at Brush Beaters, and they gave him the flag, told him to bring it home to me. So,
And he did.
and I'm gonna be flying that on the flagpole at Mountain Readiness. So, putting it up for sure.
3 flags.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if you have one for the fallout, which would be cool, that'd be.
Well, we don't have a fallout flag yet, but that's a good idea.
Yeah, we need to. We're gonna. That's.
Do you ever mess around with these high-powered air rifles? I got some buddies that are into them, and they're pretty capable. 100-yard shot, no problem. Some of them have the same velocity as a shotgun. So yeah, I'm a big fan of them. But then the only problem with them to me is you're using the PCN guns, the pre-charged pneumatics, and you've got to have either a compressor station or scuba tanks. A scuba tank with the correct regulator and all that shit to recharge that thing, which is not hard to do. That's no big deal. But that's the only drawback to them. And yeah, I mean, I've read some stuff online about dudes hunting moose with air guns, 50 cal air guns, and killing moose with them. So yeah, pellet gun, 50 cal pellet gun.
Probably a little bit cheaper, huh?
They're expensive ass rifles. They're expensive, but
yeah,
you can put a suppressor on it because it's not a firearm. And it'll knock down that crack of the bullet leaving the barrel a little bit. And and they're some of them are repeaters too, so they're badass. I like watching. You go on YouTube, you can watch varmint control, rodent control videos where these guys are just shooting fucking rats all night long with these rifles, and like just
to do that in the barn.
Oh yeah. I haven't done it in a while. I haven't seen many rats around. That's a good thing. You need to come to, I'm guessing, saying Austin and some snake hunting, Chris. And while you're at it, add a couple of Aussies to your tail. Oh, come to Australia for some snake hunting, Terry. Shit, I'll come down there. They fit right in with Sarge and the boys. Yeah, they would. One of these days we're going to come to Australia because I actually know several people down there. Terry, I know a few people, and that would be fun. I'd love to go down there.
We watch these YouTube videos. Real cute chick. She travels alone by herself all over.
All over Australia, yeah. Molly something or another.
Like she don't have a gun. How does she protect herself? Like
our group disbanded after I came from NC Scouts class with the idea, and people in the group, in reality, just wanted a social group. Yep, Texas, Tony. That's it. Yeah. Everybody wants to sit around and talk about doing cool guy shit. Nobody wants to go do cool guy shit because cool guy shit is never cool. It sucks. And then most people don't want to do it because they don't want to be embarrassed because they know they can't do half of what they fucking talk about. So you got to be willing to embarrass yourself. I mean, I've been on the range in the middle of a class, with people, and fucking mag fall out of my pistol, and do I get laughed at? Fuck yeah, I get laughed at. But hey, fucking training, that's why you do it. Yeah, I fucked up. So I'd rather do it there than in a real gunfight. Schmack him when I hear because he says schmack him. He also has a sub $100 DMR. I just got my rangefinder card today. He has some cool stuff. Yeah, there we go. That's Brush Beater's store. Let me see. Thoughts on Ready Hour's biomass oven? Thoughts on Utah? Ready Hour? I don't know who the fuck Ready Hour is. I've never heard of him, Nick. And I don't know what a biomass oven is either.
It sounds.
I mean, I can
from the Holocaust.
Something.
I mean, what is it?
Something from the Holocaust. Jesus, I'll have to look into that, bro. I don't know what that is.
You want me to write it down?
A biomass oven. I'll check that out. Let me see. Missouri survival and outdoors. The only way to get better is to dare to be embarrassed and try to hang out with people better. Yeah, at things than you are. And that's, you got to be willing to step out there and put yourself out there, and I get it. Nobody wants to be embarrassed. But
there's many things I don't do because I never did it because I didn't want to be embarrassed.
Yeah. yeah. But, that's the only way you really find out if you can do this or not, is to step out there and fucking do it.
Not when it comes to guns. I like to get in.
Yeah.
Do it if I can.
Biomass. Does that burn poop? I hope not. Jesus. And like Will said.
If it, oh my God, that would be good. We have fucking cow shit all over if it burned poop.
Yeah, well,
Does it burn human poop?
That might be what they do. Fuck, I don't know. I have no idea.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for something. I don't know where it's at.
What is it?
In here. Just trying to find something I'll put on the screen. Hang on, y'all. Oh, here it is. There we go. Bam. I just want to stick that up there real quick. Give a little shout out to our patrons there tonight. So my typos are killing me. 177 22 caliber break barrel rifles are awesome and cheap for small game. Yep, Sean, I agree. I had a RWS Diana that I lost in the fire. That was a great rifle, 22 caliber.
Is it burnt and sitting out back with all those?
Yes, it is. Yes,
pistols?
it's sitting in that pile of melted guns back
I'm
there.
like, can you send those back and see if they'll redo them? They won't. If you send them back and be like, can you fix this?
Well, I got one that's going to get repaired, but you can't be embarrassed if you never try. Amen, brother. I want to join our local cool guy group, but I'm not cool or know any cool guys to group with. Mark says, so never start a group, just have adventures and cool activities. Get people involved in fun events and form groups like that. I have found some good guys that way. Yeah, people that are willing to do are the people you want around you. So, Sean Darnan in the house. That meat would taste like shit flavored smoke. Yeah. Let me see. Susan was a little busy baiting traps with little Debbie honey buns for the coons and setting up the coyote deterrents. She's having predator issues on the farm.
I'm like, I want to go to her house. Can I play with the raccoons? I want to go to Coon Island. I don't know what it's called, but it's in Miami. And all the coons there's coons all over the beach. He said I would get bit. Why would I get bit?
Because you'll try to pick the fucking things up is why you'll get bit.
Only little ones.
There were no little ones.
Actually, a little one bit me. So.
Yeah.
But I have my rabies shot, so I'm good.
No, you didn't have all your rabies shots because you didn't finish it.
I had 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 4, whatever. They said it was
I don't
enough.
think you're supposed to get most of your rabies shots. I think you're supposed to get all of them.
They said I was all right.
Jesus. Oh, what caused you fire? Arson. But that's all we'll say about that. I don't want to talk about it no more. But it was arson. You burned cow shit. It will smell like Iraq. Oh shit. So Missouri says it's been really hard to find people for a group. Most like the idea of it, but learning skills and actually trying to put back supplies seems to be too hard, too tall in order. Yep, absolutely. People suck, man. That's the problem. Fucking people suck.
10 or 20 bucks a week to buy shit to set aside. That's all you need to do every week. We don't.
Yeah. But we don't put stuff away every week because we have a lot put back.
Yeah,
but we had stuff all the time too. Essence of dairy air. That's awesome.
Very good.
That's very good. If you've ever been near a fucking farm like that, you know exactly what that smell is, Sean. That's what they called it, Coon Island, and we didn't make the name up.
No, that's what I call it. I don't know what it's called.
Possums are much friendlier and don't carry rabies.
I know that.
And they also run away from you if you set them down in the garden and turn your back on them like they're a dog.
He was there, and then he wasn't.
That's how it works.
He needed to be free.
Give the raccoons sugar cubes and cotton candy and watch the fun happen.
Listen, if I didn't have outside dogs, I would have raccoons here because I would put out sheets of dog food to call them in, and then I'd work overtime over years to become friends with all of them.
To become friends with all. Sorry, Ready Hour is also my Patriot Supply, Utah. Nick, I'm not a fan of the food they produce because if you look at it, all right, it's mainly soups, stews, oatmeal, that kind of shit. There's no real food there with a chew to it per se. Okay. Mm-hmm. And that is something you will grow tired of very quickly if you're living off that shit. The other thing is look at the nutritional content. There's lots of calories there because they're always trying to give you the calorie count. That's what they want to throw at your calorie count. But you need the correct amount of vitamins and minerals and all the other shit too. And that's where you're going to find it lacking a little bit. Not that I have a bad experience with them or nothing like that. I'm just not a fan of what they produce. So
That's why we use Nutrient Survival.
Yeah.
And I just got vitamins in because I was reading this thing, and I don't eat a lot of vegetables or fruits.
Is there a Swedish bikini team island that we could have a group thing on? If you find it, let me know. I'll schedule it.
We want to go there.
Yeah, we want to actually go to Switzerland.
Yeah, we do.
I would love to go there. I would love to.
Hey, listen, I'll eat a fucking raccoon or a squirrel. If I'll eat more than that if it comes down to it. You know, I've eaten horse. I mean, I'm not picky. If I have to.
Okay, Sean. It's just the last line of this is hilarious to me. Or have a bicycle pump if you want to shoot it once a week. The pre-charged pneumatic air guns, they have a manual pump that you can pressure, but you're going to be out there pumping that thing forever to get it pressurized. If you want to shoot it once a week, that was awesome. Susan says, I relocate anything that gets in the trap, but the last one tagged me pretty good through the cage and left me with a nice scar. They're usually not real cuddly after they come down off that sugar high.
If you catch a little bitty baby raccoon,
don't call me or her.
Leave it in the cage for a couple days, 3 or 4, and then I'll come get it. If it's this big, I can get it used to me.
Mel, you just have a lady boner for a not cat, not dog critter that will harass bearded wonder there and poop in the shaggin' wagon. Exactly. That's exactly what she wants. You nailed it, Sean. Yeah.
Well, that's one.
I mean, it couldn't have been put any more succinct than that.
That the possum was gone. His shit was disgusting. It was a lot.
Oh,
and
was it disgusting?
It wasn't like squirrel shit, which were little bitty pellets that just, were dry. But it was bad. And yeah.
Yeah, it was. Let me see. There's definitely a downside. We were using a small compressor and had 4 cartridges, so we were able to shoot all afternoon. I like that you can buy suppressors for them without any paperwork. Also, they work so well. I was seriously surprised. Oh yeah, they're badass, man. I mean, I would get one, but I don't go buy shit I don't need.
I've never done
air guns. I have a lot.
Yeah, you might have.
I have a bunch. I mean, I grew up. When I was a kid, I had one in my hand like most of the time.
We weren't allowed guns.
Yeah, you're in a cult, so
yeah.
I was raised in a cult.
Very neutral.
Very neutral cult. They're all weird though. I remember she made me go to Bible studies when we first met, and I looked at the kid that was doing it because he's like my age, and I said, "Bro, look."
They were 16.
Yeah, we were 16, and I said, "Look, we can sit here and talk about shit." I said, "Or we cannot do this at all." I said, "Because you're not going to win me over." I said, "You're not going to convince me of shit." I said, "You got a better chance of seeing the face of God than can convert me over." And we ended up just shooting the shit.
Yeah, you did 2 or 3, and then you were like,
well, they were done. They were like, "Yeah, we're not going to waste our time on this no more," because they're like, "This is going nowhere."
But I was saving it for a long time.
Feed them sugar cubes and cotton candy and watch them get pissed when they dissolve in water. They get super pissed, but we'll always be happy to get more.
I want to come to her house. Can I come spend the night, hang out?
Let me see. Well, we did the one. You guys can watch the podcast of Bear if you want to know about Bear. Go listen to that. Bear's a good dude. I don't remember how I met him. We just met somehow and online and shit. But then we met him up in Tallahassee. We took one of their classes and hung out with him for a couple days.
Yeah. Met his family.
Yeah, he's a good dude. As long as you can like a potato gun. Hey, hell yeah. I got a throw bag that I use for getting my antennas up. So, and I'm going to hopefully have my HF rig up by the weekend. I got to build a cabinet. So maybe we'll take some measurements and stuff. And
listen, I'm going to build some shelves for your office.
You don't need to be building shit for my office.
Well, then
it's my office.
Okay, I still want to put these shelves up in it. That's the only place in this fucking camper I can put these shelves up. So it's a space that ain't being used, and it'll be way out of your way. So
What's going to go on these shelves?
books and shit, just books and stuff like that. Just your shit.
So you want shelves in my office for me to put my shit on?
Yeah. So it's not just all over.
It's not just all over right now. My office is pretty clean. Not a mess.
Yeah, it's not too. It's
Yeah.
made you clean it up.
Mid-price hiking shoes or boots. Hard to say, man. I mean, I like Solomon's, and they're not terribly priced. I'm a big fan of theirs. That's what I currently wear, Solomon. But there's another brand I'm going to order a pair of and check them out. And they're more like, I can't remember the name. I got it's on a notepad. They're more of a traditional hiking boot, like a real leather, look kind of like a hiking boot style, but the bottom of them is almost like a moccasin. And so I want to get these and try them out.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Wheel house is done. This is my camper. I built it in there. I'm not putting another building back out here. So,
not yet.
Yeah, I'm going to assume we're not talking about the British bear that eats bugs and drinks his own pee. No.
Bear Independence?
Bear Independence, who we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. He's building Caleb's house. What's the name of this house? Bear Independence?
Yeah, Caleb's house. Yes, he's got a nonprofit. He's really involved in the human trafficking thing, and he's got they're building a facility. He's got 12 kids right now, I think, that they're caring for. But he's building a facility to be able to house, I think, 60. So. The bio stove, Patrick. And Merrill's are good, but I think Merrill's have changed. I used to be a huge fan of Merrill's, but these days I'm not so much. I found a t-shirt that says, "Buy me chickens and talk bad about the government," or some such slogan. Figured it would be a good icebreaker. Buy me chickens and talk bad about the government.
Listen, if you need chickens.
No, she's just as a way to get dudes to talk to her. She's saying like, "Hey, buy me chickens and talk bad about the government."
I'm available. I bought a couple t-shirts.
Charlie Phillips's Timberlands. All right.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm going crazy. Later, Nick. Yeah, we're going to be killing this here in a few minutes. So she's going to put books and shit on the shelf. The shit is for the bio stove. Yeah. Booze. Those are good. That's a good brand. Yeah. For boots. Got to say, both you guys look like you've dropped weight, especially in the face. Well, see, they were just someone just told her that earlier today.
Oh,
and so there you go. Thank you, Sean. And we are both actually losing weight. So
I'm trying.
Yeah, Danner's good boots too. Yep, I like Danner's. I came in late. What has Mel spilled so far? Nothing, Diana. Like, it's surprising.
Not in here now. Today.
Oh, today in general, yeah.
Yeah, if I could spill a cup of coffee all over the kitchen and the camper, I could clean that shit up.
Yeah.
I think that was the only one.
Yeah. And Keen boots. Yeah, I like Keen. I have some of those shoes. I used to wear those a lot.
Keen. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Egghead. Yeah, he said, I said it earlier today to Mel.
Okay.
See? And then Russ and Teresa said the same thing to her a little while ago.
Yeah.
Brian, I'm single and talk tons of shit about the government. Well, you and Christy need to hang out.
Are you going to?
She's awesome.
Fallout?
Come to Fallout. You get to meet her. She's an awesome girl.
Actually, his mom came for dinner. I made paprika pork.
Paprika pork was good.
And she was talking about Christy. And she's like, she's so funny.
Yeah, she's
and
like,
I'm like, you should meet her. And she's like, I have.
Yeah, I met her twice.
I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right.
I met her twice. Yeah, Carolina's for work boots are good. My Timberlands are trash.
FML.
Grifter, what a
Hey, Griff, yo.
Garment? You mean marmot? Or garment? Chris, yeah, Florida.
That's how our oldest London. That's how she says it when people in Boston are like, "Where are you from?" Because she's really polite, and everybody's like, where are you from? You know, they're like, you're so polite. You're not from around
Like,
here,
I'm
are
from
you?
Florida.
Duh. And then they're like, what? Duh. And she's like, yeah, you ever heard of Florida man? Duh.
Yeah. You ever heard of Florida man? He's my dad.
She's funny.
Yeah. Oh, her sense of humor is awesome. Our oldest daughter's, she is hilarious. And I love it because she'll every now and then I get a phone call from her. She'll be like, damn it, old man. And I'll be like, what? She's like, you did it again. And I was like, what? She's like, so this time she goes, one time when I was little, you told me that there was a chip in your car and the cops always knew how fast you were going. And I was like, maybe I did. I don't know. And she goes, well, I looked like a real fucking idiot today when I was talking to somebody about that. And they're like, what? That doesn't exist. And so I sprinkled these little nuggets all throughout her life, and we were talking about that. And she's like, because it's like the third time since she's moved out or moved up to Massachusetts that she's called me like this. And I was like, the best part about this is I said, neither one of us know how many of those are in there. Like neither one of us have any fucking idea. You're just going to keep finding out. And so it's funny as shit. She'll call me cussing at me.
She calls him the old man. She calls me Crypt Keeper.
Crypt Keeper.
She did about 3-4 times, and I'm like, I will stab you. I'm gonna shank you. Like, really, stop.
She's calling Mel the Crypt Keeper. Yeah. Oh. For when the Bethesda boom boom starts dropping. Oh my God, Timberland's dark. Yeah, Red Wings. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The theoretical effectiveness of these cheap Faraday bags versus a tested ammo can or trash can also measure full seal. Nick, I had the galvanized garbage can with a steel wool gasket, essentially, right? Non-conductive material inside. But I had that tested at a national lab, the same lab that actually goes to federal facilities looking for RF leaks. So I had a guy working there test that. He tested the paint can for me. He tested the galvanized garbage can, and he tested the Faraday bags that I sent them. The Faraday bags that I sent to them, which I don't have access to anymore. I might, but I don't know that I do right now. But they exceeded the mil-spec rating for RF protection. The galvanized garbage can and the galvanized paint can exceeded that. So there you go. And full seal. You have to have... it can be mesh, but it has to be completely sealed up.
Do we have Faraday shit in
there? Yeah, I have Faraday bags, yes. Okay. Right. Senator AutoZone to get blinker fluid. No, I just did all kinds of other goofy shit to her, and some of them are hilarious. It's the shit that she actually believed. And I was like, you fucking believe that? Like
blinker fluid. Okay.
You should be madder at yourself than me for that one. Speaking of chips and cars, the government here in Michigan is discussing putting GPS trackers in everyone's cars so they can charge them a penny a mile for driving. What the fuck? There.
Michigan, fuck you.
Nah, I'd be like, come over here and try to put that GPS tracker in my car.
No, we're gonna fight about
Pack a lunch and bring friends. It's gonna be a long fucking day. I'm not
charging me shit.
And dude, that's an invasion of privacy.
Take my tax money for these roads. What?
It'll never stand up just for invasion of privacy alone.
Yeah.
Brian says, I will send you a raccoon, Mel. I have been trapping them. They've been going after my duck and geese eggs. Chris will like them. They just lay there and play dead when I get done training them. when I get done training them. Well, then look, just go one step further, because I told her that if she wanted another pet, I said she could get whatever pet she wanted and bring it home. I would kill it, skin it out, and nail it to a board. That way, when she wanted to pet said pet, she could reach behind the chair and pull it out, and she could pet it. And then she can put it back.
I fucking raccoon or a kinkajou when he told me I could. And for my birthday, he said I could get a raccoon.
For a minute, I wavered.
2 or 3 years ago.
I wavered for just a minute. She fucked up. Well, no, that's gone. That's not like a rain check kind of a thing.
It's for my birthday.
Yeah, no, you never.
It has an expiration date.
Yeah, of course it does. Yeah, that one did. That one did for sure. Sean says, my first impulse is to tell him to suck it and hurry.
Yeah, that's a thing.
I hate to be the UPS guy that has to deliver it. Fucking yeah. Do you get back money? Do you get money back if you turn the car in? I threw them away so many bottles in Michigan. I had to keep digging them out.
Not quite sure.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about,
yeah.
Christy, exactly. I'm lost on that one.
Mm-hmm.
So galvanized garbage cans for the win. For sure, Cody. Absolutely, dude. Highly recommend it.
2 built-in Faraday. His safe has 2 built-in.
It's
Faraday.
August.
Nice.
When is the Going Home 12 book? All right, I'm listening to it for the 5th time. Can't say enough how much I love it. The damn Audible made me to a coffee drinker when I never was. Junior, it's in editing right now. The book is finished on my side. It's being edited.
They were very excited to get it.
Yeah, the editors were super excited. Everybody's
working all weekend.
We're already talking with Podium on the audio that's being scheduled, and as soon as I come up with a fairly reliable date, I'll let you guys know. And what I will do is I'll take Audible's date, and then I'll put the print and ebooks up for pre-sale to launch on the same day. So and I've never done pre-sale before. This is the first time, but we're going to do it this time. But Podium's got to give me a solid date, because if I miss the pre-sale, it just gives everybody their shit back, and that would be a problem. So I'm going to really hold their feet to the fire when they give me a date. Hook that GPS to your riding mower. This guy drives in circles in his yard all day. Can
you get in trouble for drinking and driving in your own yard? I mean, if you're not
private property, I don't think they can come on your property.
I mean, even if you're wrecking shit, it's your shit. So.
Well, if you wreck the car, that might give them probable cause to then come onto your property and then find you drunk.
Not that I do that. I mean,
yeah, we were just wondering about it. Actually,
I don't know why I was thinking about it. Which, yeah, I have been.
My dad told me pork cutlets were pig nuts. I was the laughing stock at school for a while. Oh my God. They passed the law. 2026, all new cars will have cameras facing the driver and passenger. All new cars. Who passed that law? That's a fucking little red round sticker. Fix that shit.
Is it a law that they want to promote to pass in 2026, or has it already been passed? It can't. Already been passed.
Patrick says, first I was thinking, no way they're going to put GPS on everyone's car for this nonsense. Then I remember just a few weeks ago they passed hate speech laws. Yeah, whether it's constitutional or not, they have the majority in this state and are pushing through as much crazy stuff as they can. Yeah, it's fucked up, man. California whining about losing money because fuel taxes are hurt by electric cars. Now they want per mile taxes. Of course they do. Fuck yeah. They want to tax you to breathe. Do you water train them? Brian, it's fucked up. Are you training those raccoons with a wrist rocket?
Holy shit. Kids with the water guns. Stop doing that. And cats.
Oh, okay. Recycling. Okay, I get it now, Christy. He's working on a new book, How to Get Drunk and Pick a Shirt, Part 9. Hey, it's a cool shirt, man. It's my javelina hunting shirt. It's got javelinas on it, Texas and shit. Fuck with my Texas shirt. I like it.
I just bought like 4 or 5 new t-shirts.
David Foster John's doing great. We're going to be doing a live from the Firearms Depot studio next week, I hope. We're trying to do it this week, but I couldn't get it together. So hopefully next week we're going to do it.
I'll text him.
Shit, Van Hunter, you'll be there Friday? All right, we'll be there Friday. We'll be there Thursday, actually. So if you're free then. At
his fucking house. I want him to have his dad's flamethrower there, which he said I could already use.
You can't use the flamethrower at his house.
That's in his backyard?
No, he lives in the burbs right at the moment. But yeah, no.
Where does he live? We're
not driving all the way over there from his house.
I'm going to ask him.
My stepdad told me horseradish was dead horses. Didn't know any different until I was in my 40s. Goddamn Diane.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, Christy, they can do the GPS thing. You just gotta voluntarily let them do it to your car, or tell them no and be willing to mean it and you say it. So And Terry, yeah, you guys down there, the laws in Australia, I feel for you fuckers, man. Your government went goddamn batshit crazy during the thing, Junior says, I see where the old man remark came from and going home. That's what your wife calls you. Yeah.
I don't call him old man.
She will on occasion.
His daughter does.
My daughter damn sure does. Yeah.
And I told him, don't you ever fucking call me your old woman. Like, don't. and he doesn't around me.
I don't never call you my old woman. I call you my old lady. That's a great shirt. If you eat shrouds, I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. And our superhero gay.
And you know I'm not a lady. Why would you do that?
Well, you're the one that kept saying old lady. Oh, yeah. She does get mad if I call her a lady too. I actually put a line of hers in book 12 in reference to that. You got a little Easter egg you can hunt for in there. Before you end this tonight, do you have any comments on the actual genocide happening in South Africa? About farmers? Yeah, it's a major issue. There's been 84, no, I don't know what the numbers are at the moment, but there's a lot. So you've got the political parties down there, the FF, the something freedom, financial freedom, or something like that party, who promotes the killing of the whites. South Africa recently. EFF, yeah, economic, yeah. The EFF, they promote the killing of farmers. The government of South Africa just passed a law that will now allow them to seize farmland and not compensate the farmers. They have been compensating them up to this point, paying market value for the farms, but now they just said, fuck it, we're just going to take them from you. So if you were a farmer in South Africa, or if you were just white in South Africa, I would get the hell out, because like I said, Africa in general is fixing to look like Africa from the 80s here soon, guys. I mean, there's going to be major conflict in Africa, and South Africa is teetering. The EPSCOM, the power utility down there, is fucking bankrupt.
Oh, yeah.
They're looking at parts of South Africa get power for 2-hour intervals. Right. So 2 hours on, 2 hours off, 2 hours on, 2 hours. So we're getting 12 hours of power a day. Yeah. And then rolling blackouts can happen at any moment. So imagine trying to run a restaurant there where, the power is going to go out, freezers, coolers, all that shit, I mean, they're falling the fuck apart. So, and yeah, the violence against whites is only going to get worse. So, because it's sponsored, it's state sponsored. I watched one video of a group that attacked a farm, and one of the guys was wearing a damn jamming unit on his back. And that particular unit cost about $20,000. So that had to come from the state,
Yeah. Where does it?
Poor Africans, if that's the excuse, they're doing this to get money. They're robbing and killing people for money. They don't have 20 G's to go buy this fucking thing. So it was given to them by the state. Mm-hmm. Susan, I do follow Canine Reaper. I followed Canine Reaper for a long time. I do not. And wine is messing with my mind. I said it's a nice shirt if you eat shrooms. And it's eat shrooms. Okay. All right. Yeah, a lot of South Africans have already immigrated to us, so much so that I reckon we have more biltong here now than they do over there. Well, lucky for you, man, because biltong is fucking awesome. So, yeah, no reason to die there. Get out now. I would.
Yeah, but we were on vacation somewhere and in the pool with this.
Oh yeah, it was a woman from South Africa. Yeah. We got to chatting with
her and her little son.
Yeah, and how they left South Africa. Her parents are still there, and she wants them to leave, and she lives here now, and just talking about how horrible it was. And that was an interesting conversation. Kim Piner, the vitriol against white people everywhere is getting out of control. So there was just a case we were reading right before we came on in DC, where these two activists were protesting in front of a Planned Parenthood facility. And they wrote with chalk on the sidewalk, all preborn Black Lives Matter. Okay. As soon as they did that, they were arrested, because there is a ordinance against writing on the sidewalks with chalk in DC.
Preborn?
Yeah, they meant the unborn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're saying that the ones that are going to be aborted, they're like, those lives matter too.
Yeah.
So they went to court and said, but, in 2020, Black Lives Matter rampaged through the city, spraying graffiti on everything and looting stores and doing all the shit, and you didn't arrest anybody. The court there basically just said, well, that's too bad. You have to plead guilty and just accept the fact that we don't care about your opinion. So they appealed it to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court sided with them.
Yes.
So we're seeing pushback against this two-tier justice system bullshit, where the left can do as they please, and on the right, they'll drop the hammer on you for anything.
Well, she got it because they said a city can't say yes and have shit going on for one thing,
one point of view essentially, and then deny the other point of view. Yeah. So it's they're white people in here. No, she didn't spill anything. She just dropped something. So, but we're gonna kill this. I'm gonna go eat a little more paprika pork because that stuff was amazing. Mel made a really good dinner tonight.
Thank you.
Only because company is coming over. My mom came over for dinner.
Yeah, I invited you.
Yeah, mom came for dinner, and I'm gonna go there tomorrow.
The kids.
They're doing the walkthrough to do the punch list for all this work she's had done. It started with she just wanted to do floors, and it turned into a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, and then they found mold.
And then all kinds of shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It turned into a nightmare. So I'm gonna go there in the morning and help her do the walkthrough and make that punch list because there's some stuff there that I know they need to fix, and they're trying to tell her it's not their problem. So I'm gonna let them know it's your fucking problem. So.
And I was going to go, but I'm going to study for my hand.
Study for your hand.
Read.
Study for your hand.
Yeah.
So we'll catch you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Be good or be good at it. Peace.